because this one is going to be Seahawks versus Seahawks. We're gonna see, because if you watch that one, there's Pittsburgh against Pittsburgh Steelers. I won that one, but now this one is gonna be Seahawks versus Seahawks. Let's get into this. I need to enter a countdown. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. I hope you subscribe to my videos because they're the best. They're in game. I don't care, but they're in game, ready and screaming like a fire. Okay? Yeah. Oh my god, I just restarted it. So now we have to restart. Set. Ready? Set. Hey, rock it. Ooh. Yeah. Set. Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Turn it up, y'all. Yes, guys. So what I do? 8 o'clock. Why are first seed? Oh, okay. It's like. Yeah. We're doing 84 overall teams against 84 overall teams. Ready? Let's get into this. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? This one, I love it. You got that. Na na. Hey. That's number 3. Is that what we're playing with too? I don't want to be autographed when the time flies. How to make friends. What is my time? Everyone's day, but a lifetime. Cause you always back to my right line. And they say, oh, West so well. I don't need no skill.
Hey, everybody, it's the coach. You're tuned in to Sunday Night Football on EA Sports.
It's
versus we've got Seahawks. A great one on tap between the Seattle Seahawks and the Seattle Seahawks. With that, let's get up to Seattle. Standing by at CenturyLink Field, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Seattle.
Coach, it is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle. We just heard it, and that means it's time for football at CenturyLink Field.
Here we go, Seattle versus Seattle.
Expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL.
I'm playing on it, not that one.
Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle
that
with
one.
The Seattle Seahawks.
Woo.
Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. And this is a game where the defenses, they need to be on their toes because you got quarterbacks here, yes, that can throw the football, but they can also run it very well too.
Mobile quarterbacks. Remember, for the longest time, they used to tell the quarterbacks, stay in the pocket. We don't want you outside of it at all. Nowadays, that mobility, truly an asset, and people are game planning for it. As a scout told me recently, we are actually working with what the colleges are giving us nowadays.
This is taken at his 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. quarterback for the Seattle Seahawks, Russell Wilson, coming out here. And while the MVP award looks like it will be Lamar Jackson's, not Russell Wilson's, he had a heck of a season. Over 4,000 yards for the third time, 31 touchdowns to just 5 interceptions. And CD, while we saw the emergence of DK Metcalf late in the year, does Russell Wilson need more surrounding him firepower-wise offensively?
They certainly do, and I think the Seattle will work to get that. And if you're looking at the receiver position and you're looking at the draft,
this guy's called Green. Wow.
Receiver class for 2020. So they'll have opportunities there. I think they'll just continue to fortify. They're going to want to get their running backs back. They had a couple that got dinged at the end of the year, and Chris Carson and Rashad Penny. But they get back to being Seattle that way, running the heck out of it and throwing to those big wide receivers. They feel pretty good about what Danger Russ can give them at the quarterback position. And how about what he did at the Pro Bowl?
Oh, that was neat.
Was that, right?
Yeah.
He was voted the starter, looked at Drew Brees and said, hey, you're Drew Brees. You should start ahead of me, and gave up his position. Very cool.
Going for Metcalf. It got his man complete.
He's done.
All the way in. Touchdown.
Wow.
DK Metcalf, 71 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this
I can't believe
quarter.
they just striked it. I'm not mad at all,
If they
but
didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms, because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Here come the Seahawks and their offense now under veteran head coach Pete Carroll.
Right,
They're led
see
on
that?
the field by their quarterback, a man who's made quite the name for himself in the NFL, and that's Russell Wilson.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game. Almost like basketball, where both teams press, and one team gets an advantage, our team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
And look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield. And he is in for
That's
a
how you do that.
touchdown.
That's how you do it, baby. Let's go.
75 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. That's a great response. You give up the first score of the game, but you go right down yourselves and get the equalizer.
I just had a flashback there. I remember playing in a game like that in college. One of my teammates had said in the media that week, the opposite team would be lucky to cross our goal line. They crossed it in the first minute of the game. On our first offensive play, we scored to answer back. Something similar to what we just saw there.
Very similar to what we just saw. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be brought down at the 23. Make it the 24-yard line.
Be sick, baby.
As Seattle jogs back on the field here, you can't help but think with their season that the old cliche, the game of inches, comes into play for the 2019 Seahawks, because Week 17, that game against the 49ers, Jacob Hollister tackled inches from the goal line, maybe a half a yard. That really changed everything, didn't it?
It certainly did, because if Hollister scores and Seattle wins, they end up getting the open week and getting that little extra rest in the playoffs. And San Francisco goes to Philadelphia to play. And in my mind, San Francisco beats Philadelphia, but doesn't advance to the Super Bowl. They needed the break as well as Seattle. Seattle went to Philadelphia, had a tough one there, and then got beat at Green Bay in the very next round. So you're exactly right. To me, in my mind, that little bit of space changed everything for them. And by the way,
he was in front of
Jacob
him.
Hollister did everything correct on that play. The ball was in the correct arm, because everybody said, well, if he had the other arm, he would have scored. But that's not how you hold it in that situation. It was just a terrific tackle by Drain Greenlaw that changed the fortunes for both of those teams.
Well, Lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a game of about
that's why we're going to do
9 yards
Titans versus Titans.
2nd and 1.
Yeah. Titans versus Titans, man.
From the 31, Wilson. That's complete to Disley.
Why going out of bounds?
He's out of bounds inside the 30. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, Tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
On first down, Procise. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So erase the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
What? The only thing I did was
jumping on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. Wilson going to hand it to Procise. He will push his way down to about the 14. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
Let's go, we got a shot.
Look at Seattle's defense.
And middle linebacker Bobby Wagner, he's playing the absolute perfect position. He's the type of guy that you build around. Cornerstone of a defense, his ability to play the run, the pass, and his leadership skills, you get the full package with him.
On 2nd down, it's Carson, and he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. This will be the 8th play of the drive here.
Oh, say back to the right.
From the shotgun, Wilson. He can run for it, and he will. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. The rushing numbers for Wilson may be down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. They'll try to run with Carson.
Let's go! Let's go!
Wind up holding him at the 2.
Yes!
No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll run it. This is Procise.
No!
And he will take this one in for a Seattle touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. No success on first down. He couldn't get any yardage. They give it to him again, and he finds the end zone.
Sometimes it just has to be persistence, doesn't it? And you know who else helps with that? Offensive line. After a team's been stuffed, the last thing they want to do is go to a different play call. They want to come back and do it again and show that they can dominate the line of scrimmage.
They always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And that makes the score 14-7. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Here's Wilson to throw. He lets it fly for Lockett. Almost able to intercept it.
Why, Ben? Why?
To have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down. And we take a look at the offense for the Seahawks.
Yeah, I feel a little bad here because we missed out talking about these guys on the opening drive because they were in the end zone before we had a chance to even say anything. But let's keep an eye on these wideouts. QB already has 1 touchdown pass. You know he's looking for a few more before this one's over. Those wideouts will get plenty of opportunities to try and score again.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. He'll let this go for the end zone.
Let's go! Let's go!
End zone for the
Let's go!
Touchdown. Tyler Lockett with his 2nd touchdown.
We're not gonna leave you, man. We're not.
Extra point away now from tying this football game. Myers connects on the PAT, and we are tied at 14. The drive there only spanning 4
Let's
plays.
go!
And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Here's
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
These 2 teams all tied after 1. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. This is Carson. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting it in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 4th down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Tyler Lockett trotting onto the field, getting set for this next drive. And he's racking up the yardage. You see the catches. Defensively, what do you do here to stop a guy like this?
You keep trying to change things up because nothing is really working. Whether you have a man on him, 2 people, you're showing different types of zone defenses combined with man-to-man coverages. Try and change things up and eventually get to the point where maybe you put enough people on him, they won't throw the ball to him anymore.
To throw is Wilson. It's caught. Lockett. Tyler Lockett. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now as his guys are able to regain the lead. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon. And they're able to get the connection on the long touchdown pass. And that's one of the easiest drive summaries you'll ever see. 1 play, touchdown. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. This complete to Lockett. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, 1st down Seahawks. 1 play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Let's go, baby. I need an extra touchdown. 5, 4,
and they'll get this right past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Let's get on you guys. I mean, 10,000 likes. You know what it is. So if I mess it up, you know what it is. So
as I see it. But
I need 10,000 likes, baby. 10,000. If you're not going to give me 10,000, I'll give you 10,100.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They go play action with Wilson. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free.
That's what we do, baby. That's what we do.
36 on 2nd and 10. Here's Carson. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 miles.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Seahawks have picked it up. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. Oh, backbreaker. That'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
The extra point now coming from Myers. He's got it as they double up the lead.
Let's
this one's now 28-14.
Way up.
Pick up on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown.
Outside. Out here, be like, so goodbye.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Russell Wilson now gears up to lead the offense again. A lot of the problems have been on the other side of the ball. Is that frustrating for a quarterback who's been playing well?
It is, but there's no way that the best ones let their teammates know that. They actually take it upon themselves and say, okay, I have to do even more, or I need to play better. Maybe even say, I
why are you like walking up to it?
That's what true leadership shows you.
I don't care. I don't care.
Much personally. He came out.
I like those gold sneakers, though. I want one.
In the second quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. Not to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, while the two of us head for warmer areas of the press box, we'll be sending you to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down.
Well, it hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far. And after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the second time.
Baby.
Returnable for Lockett. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Tyler Lockett trotting onto the field, getting set for this next drive. He might be on his way to a record-setting performance. So good here. We're only in the second quarter.
And it's so interesting when we watch these types of days unfold for a receiver because they need a...
Tyler Lockett. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
Let's go.
Tyler Lockett on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns.
4.
And the Seahawks, they're able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record.
You
What a
heard
great
4
performance.
touchdowns.
Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
1, 2.
Now Myers for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. And we can break that scoring drive down pretty easily. One play, long touchdown pass into the end zone.
Yeah, I said to my day about soul. You know
And this will not be
400 touchdowns. Would you say on a touchdown?
Here's Russell Wilson and the Seahawk
in a
offense now
touchdown,
getting set to go
touchdown.
again.
Let me hear the bus sound.
This first half, but they're losing, and I think as the captain of the
touchdown.
offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So right now, his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field, try to make sure his teammates come along with him, and he feels like if I do better, everyone will do better. And that's what we're seeing from him right now. Got to have a little extra determination.
Yeah, a little extra determination. He has thrown the touchdown pass. No interceptions for him personally to this point. Wilson gives to Procise on the delay, and they see right through that defensively, as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Now Wilson. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Let's go!
Down there, but he cannot connect.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Now it's Lockett. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heave this. And that's caught.
Let's go!
Let's finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Let's go!
Here's Jonathan Coachman.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to an abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. The snow certainly making conditions difficult, and it's not likely to get better anytime soon. As we turn it right back over to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Not much has changed since we left you at halftime. The snow still continuing to fall as we are back underway. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now it's Wilson. And off his back foot, he'll heave this one deep. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I love that. I'm so
It's time to
bad.
get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Let's
And they'll
go.
only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard.
I
Escaping,
can't.
he goes down.
I'm so mad. I'm
Jadeveon
so
Clowney. Well, Charles, I guess the only thing I can think there is they
mad.
got a 3-score lead, and they're saying, well, we're not going to lose this, so let's have some fun. I don't know why you go for it.
I think that's as good an explanation as any, and we all know that certain coaches are more aggressive than others. That call to me, the fantasy people loved it, right? Anybody who's going to touch the ball, gain yards, maybe put more points on the board, they're happy that they kept it and did that. So, very interesting deal there, but I'm with you on that one. Maybe just says, what the heck?
Now Carson fumbles the football, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35.
Let's go.
A big play.
I'm
that
so
time for the
happy, man. I'm
Seahawks.
so happy.
59 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. It fights him off. But now he's swallowed up and taken down.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Third and long, it's Wilson. That's caught by Hollister. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18. Wilson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
His pass caught at the 4. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. To throw again is Wilson. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Going right side here, and that's complete. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? End zone caught.
Let's go.
Touchdown, Seattle. Will Dissly there to make the grab. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit
41-14, man.
No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
insane.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top.
See you
Either way,
over the front
you tend to
door.
find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll increase their lead to 28. A 10-play drive that time. And it all culminates with a Seattle score.
This is 42-14. It's the third half.
And after the touchdown,
Let's go, baby. We're going to win this game. Do you think we're going to win this game or not? And the bounce.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. They go play action now. Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the third quarter. Back now in Seattle, Washington. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Now it's Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield.
It's 4th and inch.
Is that not the very definition of a tough yard game?
Now, is that one where as the receiver you go to your quarterback and say, why'd you even throw that?
Yeah, I think you do, and I think you wonder what type of a route are you going to send me on that only 1 yard's going to be the result? If I'm going to go in there and take contact, let's go and get something out of it, not just 1 yard.
Tyler Lockett trotting onto the field, getting set for this next drive. All right, how has he done it? 4 touchdowns in this contest. He's been around the end zone in particular, pretty much uncoverable.
And you know,
How did this one?
From a defensive perspective, I'm not going to do that this time. Let's just praise him. My goodness, 4 receiving touchdowns means he's been a variety of coverages throughout this game because they're not just letting him run scot-free. They're trying their best to shut him down, and he's shredding them.
I got to be honest, I want to see 5. Oh, you want to see 5? I mean, we're not supposed to be biased, but
we're not rooting. Just in the interest of the game, let's go ahead and see 5.
He's going to float this one deep right. He's got a man complete.
Let's go! Let's go! Big dog! Big dog! Let's go!
What a game it's been for this duo.
Yes!
Of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Throwing is Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he takes it down to the 10.
It's being changed. That rule's good, but you need to change it.
With the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up with a different
repeat, and you say repeat. I'm going to say repeat what you need, repeat. I need a rap for free, I need a sack for free, I need an apple for free, or a sack for free. Yes.
On 1st down, Wilson. And he's got
Let's go!
end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Jacob Hollister there to make the grab as his guys continue to pour it on.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he's to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This one of our
Fat lady?
Oh, she's
on like the
fat.
She
I'm
left
a
scales
fat
way behind.
lady with
They used
a
to sing
fat
something about
belly.
turning out the lights. The party was over.
called the fat boy.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is taken at the 3. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there, but it's going to be 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. And here's Wilson. Going to throw again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Michael Kendricks coming in to drop him. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. From the shotgun, Wilson. He hits his running back, close ice. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Seahawks have recovered.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing is ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And down inside the 15 he goes. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle.
Baby, something holding me up. Hey, let's make me some music.
Keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They run it with Carson. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. On 2nd down now, it's Carson. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. On 3rd down, Carson. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
And Myers able to knock it through. And they're
Let's
on their way now as the
go!
lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away.
Guys, take it more higher, please.
This is taken at his 4. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back
Let's
incompletions.
go. Let's go. Let's go.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
That's how you do it, baby. That's how you do it.
Now here's Michael Dixon. He's been terrific so far. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Taking it about the 16. Powerful running.
Let's go!
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel
Yes!
good about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this
Guys,
and carry it with them.
And as an offensive
this is the
coordinator,
end
you just don't
of
think
the
you can do anything
game.
wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being
It's
in the
me,
zone.
man. It's me.
So that'll
You
do
love
it
me, you
for
got
us.
me.
For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle.
Goodbye, guys. Watch my Pittsburgh one, please. That was the greatest one in the game. Let's see you later, alligators.